It's a wonderful opportunity to be here to share my views on the significant topic and like the co-commander has said, uh, basically the theme which is the systematic subversion of women empowerment in Kashmir. I mean this seminar is very significant and even the time and sensitivity is in the UT. So what women are trying to change is not just a perception, breaking the prejudice of society and community we are living in. So there is a debate going on in the country, sir, about women rights, women empowerment, about protection of girl childs, about rape, molestation, abusing the modesty of women. And this seminar somehow took place in Kashmir. It's not like that these things are not being discussed. These are being discussed in every news channel. So we have seen a lot of cases, be it Nirbhaya, Jessica Lal, Asifa or others. Every time country reacts. We have seen कि कैसे कैंडल लाइट मार्चेस हुए हैं दिल्ली में या दूसरी जगहों पे या यहाँ जब आसिफा के साथ वो हुआ था तो कैसे सारी पार्टीज इररेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ आइडियोलॉजीज कैसे सारे लोग सड़कों पे आए थे जस्टिस के लिए. सो जब भी कुछ होता है तो कंट्री रिएक्ट करती है. बट द पॉइंट इज दैट rather than reacting, time has come to prevent the society from doing acts of violence. That can be a good initiative, sir. There is no doubt that women have been the worst casualty of violence. कोई कह रहा था अभी कि woman is find dignity in their son's death. No, not absolutely right. That's not right. They too find that they too feel that they don't want to see their child shrouded in coffins. कौन माँ चाहेगी कि मेरा बेटा मेरे सामने मर जाए? No woman wants that. Sir, there is no doubt that women have been the worst casualty of violence, whether it is external or internal, and also a lot of emotional violence that take place in our homes against our own childs, and we don't even realize. Even in Kashmir conflict, a lot of traumas that basically this conflict has given, the women are casualty, whether it is a mother of anybody. Sir. However, the female literacy rate in J&K is 68%. Which was just 56.43% in 2011. As yesterday, Lieutenant General KJS Dillon said that the youth population in 2011 census was 62%, I think, and now it has risen to 68%. So that's why the literacy rate of women in J&K is now, as of now, according to NSO, is 68%. It's not like that women don't want to come out for studies. They do want to come out for studies, work, jobs, and so on. But there is a lot of invisible fear. In generally, lot of communities, and there is lot of radicalization coming out among the people, and lot of intolerance when it comes towards the woman empowerment. जब भी woman empowerment की बात होगी, तो उस वक्त मेरे पास भी फतवे आते हैं, मैं भी फतवा देने लगता हूँ, नहीं जी ये जी गलत है, नहीं जी बुर्का नहीं पहना है, नहीं जी क्या कर रहा है म्यूजिक इवेंट्स में. So it has become very difficult for a girl to walk properly into the markets. Her participation on any platform, कोई भी platform, makes them a role model in herself. Sir, let me tell you that women are one of the most important stakeholders of peace. They are non-violent, as is evident from the fact that 0% of women in Kashmir are involved in any acts. We need to acknowledge their efforts first. They are so moto peace activists. They see personal sacrifice, not political. Kashmiri women are leading and aspire to participate in democratic electoral processes, despite the extremist and patriarchal environment. For that case, Dr. Darakshanand Rabi, Dr. Hina Bhatt, who is not here, and there are other lot good examples. We have Ms. Farhana here in the audience. We have Dr. Meher, Aarti Tikku ma'am. They are role model in themselves. Sir, when we were in sports, we started women program from self-defense camps to establishing of girls rugby academy and forming women's 11 team to play at nationals. And the only motive behind was to empower them and give them wings to fly. A clear and glorifying good example of Tajamul Islam. She was only 8 years in 2016 when she touched the heights in kickboxing and became a role model for our younger generation to pursue their career in sports. From the political, humanitarian, and ethical point of view, our women folk should not be deterred to legalize its subversion of rights and should be condemned as unacceptable and illegitimate. There should be no two rule policy, no male dominance factors. The rights cannot and must never be subservient. When laws or legislation serve only males, then there is lack of legitimacy. And legitimacy watches over laws, ensuring that they serve their fundamental purpose to improve the lives of those they govern. Although our UT has efficient advisors who work proficiently for the dignity and development of this UT, but did we ever pay a heed to have a woman advisor in the brass too, to set an example of woman participation in the governance? No, we have not thought of that. We might be having a woman advisor for J&K. Anyways, this seminar tried to connect on a larger cause which in real terms nobody tried to explore during these years. Such seminars create awareness, create engagement, and with such initiatives people get unite across regions, religions, irrespective of ideologies. When we are polarized, divided, politically divided, geographically divided, but still this country has common threats to unite. And the new ideas and ways and new people can really find solutions. So there is the desperate need for the young people to come out on the stage. There is a visible remark, love, care and warmth in the hall that tells you that there are subtle concerns which can unite people irrespective of ideologies. We need to invest on emotional connect, understand the idea of woman empowerment. जिस बंदे को शाम को एक अपनी गर्लफ्रेंड या अपने दोस्त फ़ोन करने चाहिए, उसको शाम को SHO फ़ोन करता है, वो क्या करेगा सर? So there is lack of emotional connect. Whether he is involved on that act or no, that is a second story. But जो टाइम उसको मिलना चाहिए अपने आप को रिलैक्स करने के लिए, तो वो एक फ़ोन उसको उसमें एडिशन करता है, उसकी जो अंदर की वो जो उसमें ऑलरेडी वो एंगर होता है. आई कांट से रेडिकलाइजेशन, आई विल से एंगर. So that adds to his anger more. So that's why we need to invest on emotional connect, understand the idea of woman empowerment, integrating young people of Kashmir with the rest of country where there is huge debate about the young population and how to deal with. Sir, I have an important thing to say that the true meaning of woman empowerment will be achieved when gender inequality will be eliminated. We need to give equal opportunities to women for equal participation, equal respect as equal to men. We look forward to such a society, and I personally look forward to such a new Kashmir. Sir, it would be unfair not to mention an important factor, that's Operation Sadbhavna. That is an initiative of the Indian Army to win hearts and minds of people of Kashmir. That is being seen as effective humanitarianism exercise which effectively enables increased empowerment, providing women economic opportunities or funding under various government schemes, and sincere and savior for people. We wish our countrymen to continue support for such initiatives for larger interests of peace and development in country. Sir, we don't need to create events. We need to create institutions. Sir, there are a lot of army public schools in J&K. Yesterday someone said that there are almost 1100 private and these army run schools in Jammu and Kashmir. And Nagrota Sainik School is being seen as a model one. Our Corps Commander Saab is here. I would like to request him that why don't we have a Sainik School model in South Kashmir, one in South Kashmir and one in Central Kashmir. I think there is one in Manasbal already. So this will be a long-term investment in national interest, and people will definitely find dignity in life and not dignity in death. I would like to conclude by Swami Vivekananda's quote, "There is no chance of the welfare of the world unless the condition of woman is improved. It's not possible for a bird to fly on one wing." Thank you so much.